Hi everyone, welcome back to CapesCornerCreations. I'd like to welcome everyone. Hope you're all doing well. We actually had a little snow flurry today, which is a strange sighting in the south, but it's just a sprinkle. It's not really snow. But anyway, I hope you're all doing well. Before I get started, just like to say, if you like this video, please like with your thumbs up, share if you like, subscribe if you want to, and if you do, remember to ring that bell so that you can see all the upcoming videos. Okay, so let's get started. So as you can see here, we have these little gift boxes that we're going to make today. They don't open or anything. They're just actually altered paper clips, and that's what we're going to do. So you can use them in your journals to hold a journaling card or a piece of paper or something on your pages. So I'm going to demonstrate how to make them, and you can see the back is also wrapped. Not that you'll see it much, and the paper clip is glued in the sides so that you won't lose it and it won't come undone. And this one actually has a bead dangle on it that if you put on the side of your book, it would hang like so on the outside of your book, and we'll show you how that looks in a little bit. So let's get these out of the way, and we're going to make a few gift boxes with our paper clips. Okay, so first we need some paper, and you can cut them at any sizes that you want. I'm using scraps of paper, like we'll start with this one here, and we'll do let's see, how big is this? This is like 2.5 inches. We'll cut that 2.5, and we'll cut the other length 2 inches. So 2.5 by 2. Let's take that out of the way. Well, we're going to do some more here first. No, I think we're good. So now I have some red cardstock. It's very thin. It's not real heavy cardstock, so I am using a double layer here, whether it's another piece of paper, a piece of lace, a piece of material. I'm using all different kinds of textures on these. This one is material. This one is lace. This one is scrapbooking paper. This is a different piece of lace, and this one is also material, some Christmas material. So this one here, we'll do, I think, another piece of paper. Let me grab a piece of paper. Let's see. How about what's in my little trash bin here? I have so many scraps, oh my goodness, that I'm trying to use them before I dive into another piece of paper, because you know how that goes. We tend to build our scrap bucket instead of making it smaller. It just keeps growing. Okay, so I have this little piece of plaid paper here, and that is already the same length with, I'll get my scissors here. So now you can put something on both sides. You can leave the red, and that's what we're going to do here. We're just going to leave it. If I could cut a straight line. Okay. So the object is I'm going to turn one of these over. Like I've decorated the back on this one and just left the red. That's the same cardstock. I left it plain and just put a ribbon on there so that when you took it off, you have a finished product on both sides. This one as well, also finished on both sides. And like when you have this in your book, let me get a book here. When you have this in your journal, this journal hasn't got anything in it really, just the papers. But we'll just show you. So when it's on the page holding a journal card here, let me grab something that will hold on to that. That's not big enough. Alrighty then, let's grab this one. So you want to tuck something under there, and it's a great corner pocket. A tuck holds on to your journaling card or a piece of paper or whatever you need that for in your Christmas journal. How cute is that? And of course, you can make this for any kind of journal. It doesn't have to be Christmas. So it depends how you embellish them, but we're going to go ahead and make some Christmas ones. Working on the Christmas journal, and these little gift boxes are just so cute. Alright, so you're going to have a piece of paper or a piece of lace or a piece of material for one side, and you can leave the back side plain. Now there's one here that okay, so this one is a piece of paper bag, because I had used a white cardstock or a cream color, so I didn't want that to show, so I embellished with some brown paper, because you know, if you're making a vintage journal back in those times, they would wrap gifts with brown paper and twine for the holidays, and maybe put a sprig of, you know, maybe what do you call it, holly leaves or something on there as their gift with brown paper and twine. So, you know, brown paper works for gifts. And this one needs trimming, but we'll get to that later. So anyway, these I just thought were so cute. So anyway, you want to take your papers and glue them together. But now we're going to put our paperclip on there. If I can find my paperclips here. Where's my little container? Okay, so we could use a large paperclip and go like this. What you want is, you want the side, I'm going to turn it around actually this way. We want the side of the paperclip that's large to be showing on the back. That's the piece that's going to slip onto your page like this. This side is going to be covered with your paper or your material or whatever you have to cover that with, piece of lace or whatever covers it pretty well so that you can't see it. Okay, so I leave the top up just a little bit, so if you wanted to hang, like, I put a bow on all of them, but also on this one I leave room to get a jump ring in there to hang a little dangle with this little bead dangle with this little Christmas boot on there. And I really like the way that looks on the journal. I'll show you here how it works. If you put it on the side with your paper clip, see, this one is decorated on the back with some music paper and some red ribbon. And when you put it on the paper to hold your journaling card, like so, or a piece of paper, you fold that up. You see how cute that is. And then this one dangles on the outside of your book. Oh, I'm in the wrong view here. I can't show you. Here we go. And it hangs on the outside when you put it on the side. If I could get this in the camera. Let me push this back. There we go. And how cute is that on the side of your book? So, that's what we're going to do. Alright then. So, you have to decide at this point, what would you like to put for ribbon or decorating it, because you don't want to be able to take this paper clip, once it's glued, you're done decorating. So let's first put a ribbon on here. Now I like to decorate the back just because I like a finished look. If you take it off, you don't want it unfinished on the back either. So I think we'll start with some, let's see, we have some green ribbon. Let's see. I got this great green ribbon. I don't remember. It must have been the Hobby Lobby or Walmart, because it's about the only places I can get to. I live out in the boonies, and so there isn't any other choices for craft stores for me unless I travel like an hour away, which doesn't happen very often. So let's measure here, a couple inches, and then I probably will still glue it because it's because I do. Alright, and I'm going to cut these in strips, just like that. Okay, so we're going to put one here and one here. So that actually the large side of your paperclip will go on this side, because that's the side that's going to hold down your page or your journaling card. So we're just going to do like that. And then on this side we're going to glue this paper and embellish that and make a bow. So let's see if we can put this together. So we're going to start with gluing this down. I am going to use a little bit of glue with the adhesive because the paper clip is on that side, so we don't want it to pop off. So we're going to make sure that it's really secure. We get the glue to come out of the bottle. So I hope you're all well. For those who are recovering from the holiday, I know for a lot of folks it was a quiet one. We are in such different times right now, but I look forward to everything that we can do presently. There we go. And then I need my snippers here. There we go. There we go. And then again this way. Just, up and down across the middle. The bow on these are not attached to the wrap on the box because a lot of them are different, but they're also the bows are tied onto the paperclip. So put like that. Okay, and there we have it. So that's the back of your box, the side that doesn't show unless you take it off your page. But that's a finished side. So we have our gift box with our paper clip like that. Now, if you're going to hang a dangle on here, now would be the time to make this and put it on your paper clip. But we're not going to do that this time. First we're going to make just one of the plain ones. Push these down so that you can see them. Okay, so we have green ribbon. I'm going to carry the green on the other side, but first we're going to cover this paper clip. So if you feel like it's going to poke through your paper, if your paper's thin, or if you're using material, it'll be fine. But if your paper is thin, this paper is pretty thick, so I'm not going to need to use a secondary paper. If the paper was thinner, sometimes the paper is very thin, then I would maybe put another piece of this red or something comparable to the weight of this paper, and then put your holiday paper on top over it. But we're just going to glue that on there. And so you need to make sure that you glue all around your paper clip, make sure it's straight, and then make sure you leave a little space. Let me show you what I mean here. This little space here to get your ribbon in, or your dangle, whichever it may be. Doesn't need to be a lot of space, just enough to get something through there. And then we're going to put a lot of glue around. Oh, if I could get my bottle to work here. I need to fill my little bottles. You get to working and you forget how much glue you actually use, and then it's like, oh my goodness, it's empty again. Well, not empty, but when they get about halfway or a little bit less, you have to wait for the glue. So sometimes I like to keep moving, so I like to keep them full. Okay, so there we have it. There's our little gift box. Now, you can embellish both sides, one side, leave it just with wrapping paper. But let's see what we're going to do here. So, I think we'll probably embellish the front side as well, but not necessarily with the same ribbon. You can use different ribbon because these are not, like I said, really going to show. So you can embellish the front different than the back. Like this one. It's green in the back, green on the front, but it's a different design and a different look. This one is gold on the front, gold on the back. That one kind of followed through, but it's a different ribbon. This one being the green on the front and the red on the back, like two different boxes. And this one is silver and pink, and this one is silver and plaid on the back. So really, it doesn't matter. You can make it flow all the way around, or you can make them different. So this one, I don't know. I kind of want a green bow, but I kind of like this white or the silver. See, this is when I think, oh my goodness. This is when I fall off the rails of trying to decide what to do. Let me just trim that. Okay, let's look in the ribbon drawer. Maybe that'll tell me. Oh, you know what? I have this green with these little like lace things on it. You can see it. I don't know, it's hard to see. There it is. Alright, we're going to use this one. And we're going to use it across the package and up and down and make a bow. So, and really that's how easy this is. And we'll go this way and this way. And then we'll put our bow on. So, hope you're all having fun doing your Christmas journals or whatever journals you're working on. I've been doing a number of things as best that I can. Some days are better than others. I was moving slow today, so I didn't get as much done as I had planned. But that's typical of, you know, me. Yeah, I always think big, but then, I don't know if you're like that. Yeah, I always think I'm going to get a bunch of things done, and then I totally, you know, don't get there. I got distracted today, but I couldn't find something, so I started to clean. Oh my, you know how that goes with your organization of your craft room. And I really don't have a lot in comparison to some of the other girls. Boy, they have all kinds of things. And I'm in awe of their collection. I basically do have a corner in my office that I share with my husband in his side of the room, and it's a small room, so I tend to lose things because it's like, oh, where did I put that? Because the space is tiny, so you have to kind of open this and open that to try and find everything. So I didn't get done what I planned to today because I just got derailed. But you know how that goes. But it all gets done in all in good time. Maybe not today, but it will get done. Alright, now we're going to put a bow on here. Now, you can either choose to make a knot or not. I like to put a knot in it because I don't want it to fall off. So, and I may put a little glue. So we're going to put this on this little bow. I like to pull it this way. I make the bow from the back side because it usually comes out better for whatever reason. Let's see. It comes true to what I'm telling you. There, and then I like to pull it forward like so. See, there you go. Now we can cut these. And there you have it. One little gift box. How cute is that? Now, again, you've got your paper clip. It's secured under here. It's glued. It's under the paper, and it's under, you know, which is, the ribbon is on top of the paper, so it's really, you can hardly feel that at all, really. If you didn't know it was there, you probably wouldn't even know it was there because you can't see it. So it's really nice and tucked in there. And now you have your little paper clip Christmas gift box to hold down a journaling card or a piece of paper. I'm going to demonstrate this again for you. And if I could steal what I was doing here. Now, what is the problem? So it should go right on there. Of course, you know it's going to give me trouble. Oh, I see. It was just catching on the ribbon there. Okay. There you go. So how cute is that on the top of your page? So cute, right? So how about we make another one, and we'll do one with a bead dangle. That's a little... Now that's a little more complicated. And if you don't have beads, you can you know, make them just as they are, or you can add these little jewels to them. Totally up to you. I know everybody doesn't have all these supplies. I have some because I make my earrings, and I make earrings and things for the grandkids, so I have jewelry making items. And this here, I am going to, I think I'm going to glue that to the front. Okay, let me just finish this one, a little bit glue here, because it's a little wiggly, and I want it to sit on the top of that box, just like so. Now we just gotta wait for the glue. There we go. And just pinch that for a second. You only need a drop of glue, but there we go. And there we go. One more. Alright, let's do one more. We'll do a different size. Let's see, what we got for paper? Oh my goodness. Alright. Let's use the same paper. This is what's left of my paper here, scrap. I'm going to do 2 inches long, 2 inches wide, and we're going to go, let's go 3 inches long, like a tall box. There we go. And the back side, again, we will put a ribbon. So we'll start with a ribbon. Let's do a different color this time. Let's see what we have for paper. I have another paper I want to use. Let's see. Oh my goodness, you know, I had half a brain. I wouldn't have this waiting for you. I would have had it cut, but sometimes you just have to work as you go. You know, I don't always plan things. I'm not, you know, I kind of work better when I'm just doing it, not thinking about it too much, just keep on moving. It seems I have a better result when I work that way. Okay, so this is going to go like this. And we gotta have a paper clip here. Let's see if we have a bigger one. Oh my goodness, I have so many things in my little bucket there. Well, we need a big paper clip. Oh, that one's got glue on it or something. Oh my goodness. Alright, there. And we are going to be putting that on like that. Actually, yes, on like that. This is going to go under the paper. But we want to build a dangle for this before we start gluing. So let's figure that out. I'll do silver. And I have gotten these, oh my goodness, they're so cute. These little charms that actually to make earrings with. And I had some leftovers. So that's what we're going to use on our little, which ones do I want though? I think I want the bells. How cute is this? I don't know, what do you think? I wish I could get a live audience, wouldn't that be fun? I used that one, no, use this one. I think I'm going to use the bells. Okay. So, first things first, we can either make a long dangle like we did, I'm going to take this off here for a minute, like we did on this particular one, has a long dangle, or we can simply do a short one and just hook it to the paper clip, and I'm going to show you how that would look on the back side. Of course, it's probably going the wrong way. And then hook it on. Of course, it's going the back way. Well, we'll just do this. Switch the paper around. Okay, so or we could just do it like that, and we don't need to build a huge dangle, which for some, if you didn't have the tools, might be a little difficult. So we're going to just leave it like this, I think. And I'm just going to tighten the jump ring a little bit so that it's just snug under there, because we don't want that to fall off. And if you don't know what a jump ring is, that's this little round silver piece that you can actually put on and take off when you're making jewelry to add things. This little piece right here in your jewelry. I know years ago I didn't know what it was, so I was like, oh, okay, it has a name. You know, to me it was a hoop back then, but you know, I've learned too. I'm sure there's some that don't know what it is, so I try and remember everything, but some days I forget. I think one thing and I think, oh, I should tell them that, and then I forget to tell you. So then I remember later, and it's like, oh, goodness. Okay, so that one's not going to work. We need a bigger one. See, all these tools as well, you need one that's pretty solid to squeeze that. Usually if you just wiggle them back and forth, it kind of falls back in place, but sometimes they need a little bit of a squeeze. There we go. So there we have it. That's on there. Very cute. Now we're going to we're going to take that off, and we're going to decide on this paper, there's like a texture on one side and it's plain on the other side. So the plain side we're going to put in the inside. So the textured side has a little life. So I think the color is going to be maybe silver or red, because this little dangle is a silver bell with a red paint on there and a little silver bow. So let's get our thread, our ribbon, and see what it looks like. Because sometimes you have to try it. If it looks terrible, then we'll go with something else. Okay. And I don't like that. So let's see. How about the red? What do we think about the red? I don't know. I know, choices, right? Choices. Maybe the red's better. But let's try one more. Let's see. We have white. Because I'm also thinking about the back. No, that doesn't work. That's too translucent. It doesn't look good with the color scheme. So, you know, the coloring, decorating is, you know, whatever you have, whatever works. Well, I got gold, but the gold doesn't go with the silver charm, so you know what, folks? I think we're going to go with green again because the green just makes it pop, and it pops on the back as well. So let's do the back. Let's put our ribbon on the back. Which way does this go? This goes, doesn't matter. Alright, we're going to put our ribbon on the back. So we're going to start with this one. This is pretty ribbon anyways. It has that little bit of a lacy effect. Remember I showed you? Oh, let me show you here. Focus, focus. I don't know why it's not focusing. There it is. I guess it's as good as it gets. Alright, so we're going to put some glue. Alright, well that one's not going to work at the moment. I'll go with this one. There we go. I know the glue tops, they get, I noticed when the bottles get a little bit low on glue, they actually start getting more clogged up, as they say. And I've been working, so I haven't really cleaned them today. So that would be my job tomorrow. Clean the glue bottles, refill them, and start over. That's what we'll do. There we go. And the charms can be anything. It can just be, 2 bows instead of a charm. You can decorate these any which way you'd like. There we go. Now remember, the back side is where you're going to see your paper clip. That's where you're going to see it. And the front side is where you're not going to see it. So we're going to take this out of the way, this little charm. I think we're going to put a bow on it as well. But you need to back that out of the way. Just we'll lay it like up this way so it's not in the way of our paper clip. And we're going to cover this with this paper. This paper again isn't real heavy, but it's heavy enough to go right over that paper clip. Plus we're going to put more ribbon on this, so there we go. So remember that the short side of your paper clip is going to be covered. The bigger side is open in the back. I'd like to repeat myself because I'd be the one to glue it onto the wrong side, and oh well, it's not an end all, but it would be like me to do something like that. So it's a good double check for me as well. And we'll just glue this paper up. There we go. And we're just going to put it right over that. I put a lot of glue on this so that instead of, I should have glued the paper clip area first, but it's alright. We're going to glue that down. I use Fabrifix. It's not going anywhere. Okay, so let's cut a piece here. Alright, so I'm going to put this one here, right down the middle. I like the long piece going down first. I don't know why, it just seems to work better for me. And then the short one across on top of it. If I can get this to come out of the bottle. Oh my goodness. There we go. There we go. And you have a second to wiggle it around if it's not completely straight. And you're going to trim that ribbon. And push it down nice and tight. And then we're going to go across. Sometimes it's not even straight, but straight enough. It's just like wrapping presents. Sometimes that bow is just not in the middle of that box, and sometimes it is. So, not to worry. I don't like perfection because then it's too hard to keep that standard up. So, you know, it has to look nice, but it can have a little of its own character. There we go. Alright, so now we have a wrapped box. This one is the same all the way around with a little dangle on here. And now all we need to do is put a bow on it. And of course my charm isn't going to work for me here. There we go. Now, take a piece of ribbon. And we're going to put that right through the top of our paper clip that we left a little bit open. And sometimes, you know, it's a little tricky. And you can put a sewing needle in it to pull it through, which I'm going to show you because I'm having trouble with that. And that one's too big. So let me find one that's going to fit in there. Let's see what we have. Oh my goodness. This one's pretty thin. So we're going to put the corner of this, well, if we can. Let me snip that. Oh, look at my snippers are all full of ribbon and glue. Oh my goodness. I'm sure you all have days like that, right? When you're doing something and glue everywhere. Let's try this side. Here we go. Okay. So you only need to get a little bit of it in there. And then just go into your paper clip. Pull your ribbon through. And then take your needle off. There we go. That's why I tell you to leave a little bit of your paper clip up so that you have enough room to work with. And because we have a little dangle on there, it takes up some of that space. But how cute is this? Alright, so we're going to make a bow. There we go. And there we have it. Oh, and that's going to be backwards, but I'm going to turn that around after off camera because I can just use my pliers and take that off and turn it around. But anyway, how cute. Now we're going to cut these ribbons down a bit too long. Just like that. And to make sure, this is like a satin ribbon, so it is a little bit slippery. So if you'd like to, what I do is sometimes I'll just put a dab of glue right in that center of the knot so that it won't come undone. It's just, you know, just like that. Just a tiny, tiny bit. You know, it works like, you know, hot glue gun. If you put that glue on there and it dries, it's not going to come off. And we'll put our little dangle over here. And then it's all set to go on your journal page to hold down your journaling cards. Let's see. So what do we have here? Besides a mess, of course. Let me grab these ribbons out of the way. I'm always thinking I can do this, you know, just do a quick video for you so you can just keep on working, and then it winds up taking me half an hour because I spend too much time fiddling with glue or something. Alright, so we have two cards with a long dangle and just a little charm. You can put any kind of a charm or decoration. They don't have to be Christmas. They could just be, you know, for any holiday, any kind of journal, a little gift box for, you know, a bridal shower, a baby shower, any kind of journal that you're working on, a special birthday gift, and wrap them accordingly, and you would have such cute little paperclip accessories in your journals. So take this idea to all your journals, and I hope you enjoyed this video today. We only made a couple, but you can see by the others how they look. We could do this all day, but you know, I'm sure you got the hang of that, and you don't need to see a million of them. But with Christmas upon us, I thought it would be a cute idea for your Christmas journal to have gift boxes throughout here and there holding your journaling cards. So I hope that you benefit from my videos and that you're enjoying them. I'm going to just turn these straight because I'm looking at the camera going, oh my goodness, it's all crooked. Because I'm looking at it from one angle and you're all looking at it from another one. So I'm going to put these over here like this. We'll put them out, make it look cute, right? There we go. So if you enjoyed this video today, please give me a thumbs up. I always like to see that somebody is at least smiling with the knowledge that's being given. I like to know that I'm making a difference for someone somewhere. And you can share or subscribe if you'd like to. If you subscribe, please remember to ring the bell so that you can see all upcoming videos. I try for Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. I do the best that I can do, and I hope that you're doing the best that you can do on your journals. So I hope you enjoyed this, and thank you so much for joining me today. I'm very grateful for all your time spent here with me, and I'll see you next time. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.